Look at this chart. Phoenix, Arizona. For the last 6 years, this city has been ground zero for the American housing frenzy. At one point, a 71% price surge, building a towering bubble that screams 2007 deja vu. But here's the cold truth. Phoenix isn't just another overvalued market, it's patient zero of housing crashes. Back in the Great Recession, home values here didn't just dip, they were wiped away. They fell harder than almost anywhere else in the country. Now the same factors are back, but amplified. The question isn't if Phoenix is going to crash again, the question is how bad will it be this time? Because if Phoenix falls, the entire Western housing market is coming with it. I'm going to show you 3 terrifying data points that prove this new collapse has already begun. To understand the coming crash, we have to look in the rearview mirror at the original disaster, Phoenix in the 2000s. Between the year 2000 and the peak of the frenzy in mid-2006, the typical home price here didn't just grow, it exploded. A 126% price surge in just 6 years. That wasn't a market, it was a speculative feeding frenzy driven by investor mania and greed. But the bubble burst was unlike anywhere else. While the rest of the nation suffered a painful 25 to 30% decline, Phoenix underwent a complete financial meltdown. According to the Case-Shiller, prices were vaporized, plunging a terrifying 55% peak to bottom. This was the blueprint for how a housing market completely breaks, and here is the single most terrifying data point you need to know. If you bought your house at the absolute peak in June of 2006, you had to wait 14 and a half years, all the way until December 2020, just to break even without adjusting for inflation. That's 14 and a half years of paying a mortgage for zero equity return. The lesson of 2008 wasn't learned, it was just paved over, and now the second largest bubble is already ready to pop. That December 2020 date is critically important. It marked the moment the city finally recovered from the last crash, only to immediately launch into a new insane stratosphere of absurd valuations. Now, get ready for a truly staggering number because this is the scale of the problem. According to Zillow, the typical single-family home in Maricopa County gained an astonishing 66% in value in roughly 36 months. Think about that. Phoenix erased 14 and a half years of devastation and then immediately built the fastest, sharpest boom we have ever witnessed in a major US city, and here's why that is unequivocally a bubble. You don't need a PhD in economics to see it, just look at the chart. Nothing, no increases in population, no sudden wage explosion, no shift in economic fundamentals can justify that parabolic line. This insane growth story was completely abnormal. It was a bubble of epic historical proportions that many people wrote off as just another COVID consequence, and here is the fact that many people still don't grasp. This new bubble has already burst. It didn't sneak away, it popped loudly in 2022. Now it is actively and systematically deflating. The market is currently on its way to become a new record-breaking price drop, one so severe it will make people reminisce about the carnage of 2008. Once again, the decline is not coming, it's here, and the Zillow data proves it. Now, let's go to a different number, because Phoenix's data is screaming a warning. The market is being choked by a massive inventory buildup. We're not talking about a simple increase, we're talking about a supply surge that has been building since the 2022 rate hikes, and it's now poised to decimate the record books. According to Realtor.com's tracking, the current supply is already nearing a high we haven't seen in nearly a decade. Now, pay attention to the calendar. Phoenix's market usually peaks in May. We just finished the winter with historically high inventory for this time of year. That means when the spring selling season kicks off, we're going to unquestionably breach the 20,000 active listings mark. Think about that, 20,000. That is the highest level of supply in at least 9 years. The market fundamentals are simply broken. You cannot sustain price growth when the supply scale tips this hard. The correction is no longer coming, it's here. It's just a matter of time until every single seller is forced to acknowledge the brutal reality of this inventory tsunami. This tidal wave of inventory, as I just laid out, is not theoretical, it's already slashing prices across the metro. According to the latest data, Phoenix just logged the second highest year-over-year price decline of any major metro in the country, falling just behind Tampa. Now, your friend or neighbor might say, oh, 2%, that's not a crash, but zoom out with me for a second, because because this is about momentum and acceleration. From the Zillow reported peak just a few years ago, overall prices have bled out 10% of their value. But here's the terrifying part. It's not about the 10% we've already lost. It's about the accelerating future that is now inevitable. There is now zero indication that this downward spiral will reverse. Why? Because the inventory number, the fundamental indicator, keeps surging. A reversal is not just unlikely, it's mathematically impossible given the crushing supply. In fact, the rising inventory is proof that this acceleration is only going to get worse. You only need to run the numbers. 3 to 4 years of just 5% annual declines from here, and suddenly you're not talking about a correction anymore. You're staring down a situation that is undoubtedly classified as a full-blown housing market crash. The clock is ticking for every single homeowner in the valley. Now, before the next set of data, I need to tell you something critical about how real estate actually crashes. It operates in a bizarre, non-linear way. You can have one small decline that snowballs into a complete overnight catastrophe. It's always a series of cascading dominoes. Nothing, and then suddenly everything at once. This is the when it rains it pours philosophy taken to the extreme. If you want proof, look at Phoenix back in 2006. Everyone thought things were rosy, just a little slowdown. And in the first year following the peak, prices declined about 7% year over year. That is not a crash in anyone's book. That's a correction. And nobody at that time was thinking the bottom was about to fall out. But then the snowball turned into an avalanche, because in the very next year, just 12 months later, prices plunged by over 26%. They didn't gradually slow down, they were obliterated, wiping out decades of built up wealth, and that was just the beginning of that carnage. When a residential market starts to decline, that momentum becomes sticky. It snowballs, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the existential worry here in Phoenix today, especially given the catastrophic and climbing inventory levels we are already seeing. We are standing on the edge of a historical repeat. Now, granted, the catastrophe of the mid-2000s had a turbocharge, the complete global financial meltdown. That made the situation infinitely worse. But here's the dynamic we are facing now. With sky-high interest rates and collapsing demand, we are heading towards a scenario between 2008 and the flat market of 2022. We're looking at a worsening market that effectively flatlines, with prices being eroded month after month. The drop may not be the sudden 30% cliff dive of 2008, but the decline will be just as severe. Make no mistake, unless a miracle reversal in buyer demand materializes, Phoenix will not just correct, it will bleed value relentlessly for the foreseeable future. The pressure from that historical inventory number makes any other outcome simply impossible. Thank you guys for watching. As always, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And if you're a buyer or seller in the Phoenix area, I would love to hear from you in the comments below.